Hi guys, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, because I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I could be doing better, and I'll tell you why. So you know how I didn't have a roommate, and I thought I was going to have this side to myself, which I didn't think it was going to be for that long. I mean, of course I know somebody might move in, but I got stuck with this girl. And like I know her because I've seen her around before, but she basically she doesn't clean up after herself, and she's like very how do I put this? She's like very strict about when she studies, she has to have complete quiet, and it's and she told my other roommate to turn her music down the other night at 7:50. That's just ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, me and my other roommate that I actually like are going to just get on her constantly, and maybe she'll move out. I mean, the other girl moved out, so you never know. But anyway, I have some things to talk about, but before I get to those, I wanted to sing for you guys. So I'm going to sing Demi Lovato. In case you don't know, she is my hero. And there's many reasons why, but this song was the first song I ever heard of her, when I first found out about her, before she was on Camp Rock, because I watched her on As the Bell Rings. It was a short show on Disney. I'll be putting a video in the description of the episode where she sings this song, and then I ended up looking her up, and that's basically when I started following her. So that's usually what I do. I follow people before they're legit famous, and because I can tell that they're gonna have the talent that's gonna take them far. So just so you know that. But anyway, this song is it reminds me of poetry that I write, the way it's written, and it's just really catchy. But it's called Shadow, and I'm gonna sing you the chorus, okay? And just so you know, I'm not a professional, but I've been practicing this in the shower, so I think that I'm pretty decent, singing it. But just taking into consideration, I'm not a professional. Okay. Sentences of yours running throughout my head, searching for a chance to catch my breath. A never-ending dream. You'll become a part of me. Day or night, dark or light, you'll be taking over that thing called my shadow. Okay, that's the only part I'm singing, you guys, because of course I don't sing in Demi Lovato caliber because she has an amazing voice. But there you go. And another song that I like to sing that I'm also going to put in, I'm going to put this song, the full song in the description, as well as another song that I'm obsessed with singing right now. It's called Ain't It Fun by Paramore. It's off their new album. And I don't know if you're a Paramore fan, but I'm a huge Paramore fan. And I love it because it talks about, it's a fun, upbeat song, but yeah, it's talking about how, once you're in the real world, how, alone you can feel. Because at the end of the day, once you become an adult, you basically don't have anyone to rely on but yourself. So it's kind of, a cool song. I really like it. It's really well written, and it has, a bluesy feel, so I don't know if you like that music, but you can check that out in the description. Okay, next, I started reading, I've just finished this book, 50 Shades of Grey. Mostly because my mom read it, these are my mom's books, and she lent them to me for the school year because I just wanted to check them out because she was just like, oh my god, these are so good. And I was just like, okay, Mom. And then, like, I read it, and they're good. Like, I read, basically, because I'm a writer. To be a good writer, you also have to be a good reader. Because you have to read, like, books in your genre and also other books because you just, if you're a writer, you basically love words. So, therefore, you just always envelop yourself in them. And that's how I feel about this book. Like, I just couldn't put down, like, I didn't want to stop, but of course I had to read it in increments because I have schoolwork to do and a job and yada yada. But, like, at night before, I would, like, stay up late reading it. Like, that's what I did last night. I stayed up till, like, 12:30, well, 12:15, I think, reading it, well, finishing it, and, yeah, so now I'm going to start on the second one. But you definitely should check it out. Like, not, like, of course, yeah, there's the sex in it, and it's very explicit, but it was really good. Like, it's just a good, well-written book. Like, I can see why it was a bestseller. So, I don't know, if you like romance, then you should check it out. And yeah, they're also making a movie based off of it, but I don't really agree with who they chose for, to play Christian Grey. Like, he's not, like, hot. Like, when I think Christian Grey, the way that she described it in the novel is that he's, like, brooding. He has dark hair, like, I don't know, he's just, like, smoking. Like, when I think of someone like that, it would be, like, Channing Tatum, like, Zac Efron. But then again, they're, like, younger, so I think he has to be, like, kind of look like an old soul, but yeah, he is young at heart, because that's who Christian Grey is in the book. But, or, like, Ian Somerhalder, I don't know, there's just, like, a ton of other guys they could have chose. And I'm sure there was guys that auditioned, like, I'm sure there was other big names that auditioned, but the guy they chose, like, he's from, I don't even know what show, like, I'd never seen him before. When I looked it up, the cast listing, it was just like, who are you? Like, and you're not even hot. Like, sorry. That's my opinion. But anyway, then I also read, The Single Woman's Book, or I finished it, I mean. I don't know if you read my blogs, you know, but I read, or I'm a big fan of Mandy Hale. She has the Single Woman, like, brand, I guess, and then she writes blogs, she tweets, motivational tweets, yada yada, and basically it's now become, like, a very big thing, and she finally, like, published a book, and it's, like, her motivational tweets, but, like, it's, like, more elaborate. It's like her blogs and tweets mixed together, so it's, like, awesome. And the book was really, really, really good. Like, I recommend you get it. Well, it's for women, but, like, girls, you should get it. Because, I'll be talking about this in my blog, but I had a moment this week where I completely had a really severe moment of doubt, where I was collapsed on my floor, crying to my mom on the phone. Like, I legit did not have any faith in myself, and I didn't know what I was to do. Like, there was a situation which I will describe in my blog, that I didn't know what I was to do, but, like, I just forgot who I am, and that I am great. I don't mean that in a conceited way. I mean that you have to believe in yourself, and you have to value yourself, love yourself. But that book, definitely, I read it, like, a couple days later, and I read a part that she talks about how God's love, and it literally made me cry, because it was, like, perfect for what I just went through. And then, but thankfully, I've overcome that, and then I fixed the situation. I figured out what to do. Thank you, God, for the wisdom for that. But, yeah, so actually, I wanted to read you guys my favorite passage from the book, if that's okay. Okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, you're just going to have to... Wait, I I have to get it. Okay. Okay, it's like at the back. Yeah, I waited all the way to the end to pick my favorite passage, but of course there's a lot of them that I like, but this is like, I don't know, it just really resonated with me because it talks about just being happy in the moment. Like, you just have to find contentment in even the ordinary in life, because that's the only way you're gonna, like, continue to be happy, because happiness is all about your choice. Like, it's not dependent on anyone else, it's dependent on you. So, it's called A Happy Ending, How About a Happy Life? Okay, listen to this. As little girls, we played with dolls and easy-bake ovens, pushed our fake grocery carts around, and carried our fake purses. It was commonly regarded that the pinnacle of a woman's life was to achieve a happy ending, meaning marriage, kids, carpools, and white picket fences. We married off our Barbies to our Kens at age 5, married off ourselves to our first boyfriends on the playground at age 10, and walked down the aisle to our varying Prince Charmings in our imaginations all through high school and college. Then we graduated from college and entered the real world, and for most of us, that's when we took a look around, realized that it is not good that man should be alone, which she's referring to Genesis chapter 2, verse 18, and walked down the aisle toward our high school or college sweethearts to live good, solid lives in our hometowns, get groceries every Monday, take little Susie to ballet every Wednesday, and have date night every Friday. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Then there are those of us who entered the real world, took a good look around, and saw a world too full of options and choices and dreams to pick just one, a world that can only be tapped into while riding solo, a world in which one is company and two is a crowd. We saw a world in which we live our lives on the edge and have time to explore every last nook and cranny of our hearts to figure out where they're leading us next. We go to yoga every Monday, get a manicure every Wednesday, and have girls' night out every Friday. It's a world in which a happy ending still feels like an ending, and anything less than happy life feels like settling. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some of us have the bride gene, others of us prefer 7 genes. Whichever way it falls, in the end, no matter how close to home you stay or how far you wander, the most important thing is coming home to yourself, being content to be exactly who you are in this very moment, and realizing that a happy life has more to do with what's inside you than with who's traveling beside you. You've clicked your fabulous red stilettos together 3 times and finally understood that the power to decide what kind of life you are going to lead was always yours. It was always there and never left and never depended on anyone else. You are brave enough to risk loving someone who might not love you back. Brave enough to go to dinner with 2 married couples and have a blast, or to face dozens of blind dates in the hopes of finally finding the one. Brave enough to kill the spider or fix the leaky toilet all by yourself. To take yourself to a sold-out movie on a Friday night and smile the whole way through. Not at the film, but at your independence, and to buy a house without having a clue what escrow means. You're brave enough to love yourself just as fiercely as you would expect someone else to, and to proclaim that your life will be one of love and laughter, with or without happily ever after. You're brave enough to have the audacity to believe still that maybe, just maybe, someone at this very moment might be wishing on the same star as you are for someone just like you. But you're also brave enough to realize that even if he's not, and even if Prince Charming never comes along, just like the stars, you won't let being alone stop you from shining. Most of all, you're brave enough to forgo a happy ending in favor of a happy life. That's that. So, yeah, I don't know if you, heard the whole thing, because, yeah, my roommate came in, so I was like, I don't know. But, yeah, that's that. So you should check those books out. Check out the songs in the description, the episode of As the Bell Rings, and I think that's it. So, lots of love. Bye.